Call this meeting. I'd like to call this meeting of Festus City Council to order. Roll call, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Here.
Councilman Underwood, Councilwoman Templeton. Here. Councilman Weiner.
Here.
Councilman Dennis,
Here.
Councilman Venz,
Here.
Councilman Cook,
Here.
Councilman Tennant.
Here. We have a quorum. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda. Tonight's warrants total $753,246.95.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Tennant,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Venz,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Templeton. Yes. Councilman Underwood, Councilman Boyer.
Yes.
The motion has passed. Remarks of visitors.
None.
We have none. Bids.
None.
We have none. Ordinances and resolutions. Tonight, we have Bill 4664 on the agenda. Would the clerk please read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 4664, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, declaring a state of emergency within the city in order to employ measures to protect public life, health, safety, and property to limit the development, contraction, and spread of COVID-19, the disease creating the emergency.
Bill 4664 is now open for discussion. Do I have a staff report?
Yes, sir, I can jump in here if you like. For those of you who are familiar, this is with some minor modifications, the same ordinance that we adopted in April over a year ago. Brian's had a chance to review this as well. It is essentially the same powers that council gave myself and the mayor. At the start of all this, it gives us just some flexibility more than anything else in the event that we do need to take some precautions specific to our employees and our facilities. So happy to answer any questions regarding that.
Are we going to a modified schedule of any sort, Greg?
We're not looking at modifying any schedules at this time and not looking to close any facilities at this time. I think right now, more than anything else, we just want to make sure that we can get some postings at our facilities in relation to the lobbies. I don't think we want to close any of the lobbies at this time. I think a lot of the data right now there related to Omicron, that it's going to be a pretty hard hit. It's going to be a pretty swift hit, but we want to make sure that that we're able to post this as quickly as possible, so that the public areas of our facilities are properly notified.
Is there any other discussion?
Mr. Mayor, hey, Matt, I think we lost Greg. Since it's an emergency order for 120 days, if things would change, correct me if I'm wrong, that still gives the mayor and the city manager, or city administrator, excuse me, the flexibility to adjust to whatever trend we're dealing with.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, do I have a motion to suspend the rules and read Bill 4664 for the second time in title only?
So moved.
So moved.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, would you please read Bill 4664 for the second time?
Bill number 4664, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, declaring a state of emergency within the city in order to employ measures to protect public life, health, safety, and property to limit the development, contraction, and spread of COVID-19, the disease created in the emergency. Councilman Boyer.
Yes.
Councilman Underwood. Councilwoman Templeton.
Yes.
Councilman Dennis.
Yes.
Councilman Weiner.
Yes.
Councilman Tenon.
Yes.
Councilman Cook.
Yes.
Councilman Vins.
Yes.
Bill 4664 has passed. Thank you, council. Appreciate it. Any new business?
None.
No new business. Is there any old business?
None.
No old business. Councilman Boyer.
I have nothing, sir.
Councilman Dennis.
Nothing, sir.
Councilman Weiner.
I have nothing, sir.
Councilman Cook.
Yes, sir. I want to thank the community and all the employees who was out for Fire Chief Kramer's prayer vigil. I thought that was really neat. It shows what type of community we live in. I greatly appreciate it. Please stay safe to our employees and their family, please. Just be safe out there. That's all, sir.
Thank you. Councilman Underwood. Councilwoman Templeton.
I have nothing either.
Councilman Vins.
Yeah, I'd like to say that was a nice thing. Last night I was there and the mayor was there. I know Carrie said she was there and I'm not sure who else was, but and Chief Lewis but you know, our prayers are definitely with him. So hope everything continues to go the right way. That's it, sir.
Councilman Tenon.
I have nothing, sir.
Thank you. Well, I have a couple things. In light of the situation with Chief Kramer, as you know, my military background, it is imperative that we have a chain of command to go by. So therefore, I am appointing Captain Chris Springer to be the interim chief of the fire department. We have 3 full-time captains. They have divided all the duties. And the fire department will continue to march on as they have in the past until we get through this period of time where the chief is in the hospital. And therefore, we need to have an interim chief. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to appoint him as the interim chief of the fire department. The other thing I'd like to bring up, people for some reason have become complacent as far as wearing a mask, social distancing, but this Omicron has reared its ugly head, and we have to respond accordingly. I'm going to respectfully request that all businesses, especially restaurants, have their employees that contact the public wear masks. This is just a request, not a mandate. We need to really be strict about this thing because it is worse than COVID-19. From the January 8th County Health Department website, there are 3,432 cases in Jefferson County. And as of January 5th, there are 265 cases in the zip code of 63028. Now, I know that that covers an area that is rural, but it's still our zip code and it's still associated with Festus. So, I highly encourage those who have not been vaccinated to get vaccinated. If you look at all the statistics that have been shown and that continue, we see on the news that a high percentage of those persons that are in the hospital have been unvaccinated. Omicron is not so bad, for lack of a better term, on those of us who have been vaccinated and boosted. So once again, I encourage, especially all the employees, get your vaccination. Having said those things, that's all I have. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Thank you all very much for being here this evening.
Hey, Greg,
Yes,
are we gonna go get our drink?
present.
Are we gonna get our drink?
I have to be present for that to.
Oh, you are
take
president. I
effect.
see your face. Hey, Bob.
You'll have to,
Are we off?
you're gonna have to talk to Unrein. Unrein, obviously, since Unrein's filling in.
Hey, if you notice, we keep Greg out. Look how fast these meetings are.
So clearly I'm the problem.
Was.
Hey, Greg.
Shut her down.
Yeah, I will see you. I will see you guys tomorrow.
We gonna get our drink?